let's make some chili powder. I'm making 3 different kinds. I'm making ancho, guajillo, chipotle. And this smells absolutely amazing, but you can see I'm almost out. Start with the first one, chili ancho. You buy the dry chilies. I'll take a damp paper towel and I wipe them off. Take off the stem and I kind of pour out those seeds. Anchos have a lot of seeds. All right. Then I get a spice grinder or a coffee grinder, whatever, and I cut them up into manageable sized pieces. And I add the lid, and then I just grind it up. So in between different types of peppers, obviously you're gonna have some of this chili powder stick. So I just go in with a spoon or a butter knife and just scrape it down and try to loosen that up and then pour it into my jar. Now I personally do not care if I have a little bit of this when I go to do my next pepper, but if you really care about that, then you know this might be an issue. On to my chile guajillo. And this is how these are looking. To me, these are pretty small. I feel like I've definitely seen some bigger chile guajillos, but for some reason mine are really small this time. Wipe them down with my damp paper towel. I'm going to try to remove the seeds if I can. And then I'm gonna put them into my spice grinder. All right, you know the drill. We're gonna cover it up and start blending. Wow, and this is such a beautiful, like orangey red color. It's gorgeous. It smells amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up my jar. Okay. So next I'm gonna do my chipotle chilies. I do these last because they're quite spicy and I don't want them mixed in with my other chili powder. They smell absolutely incredible. I love them. So I'm gonna do the same thing, kind of wipe them down. Then I'm gonna break them up and pour out those seeds. And these are tougher than the other ones because they're smoked. They don't break quite as easily. And these you want to be careful. Do not touch your face, or actually don't touch any part of your body after you need to wash your hands really good before you touch anything after you handle these. Go. Got it filled up with chipotles. And all right, let's see if it's done. Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. It smells amazing, okay? But I have sneezed so many times doing this. Careful. And this smells spicy too. Oh gosh. The aroma is so much better than you can imagine right now. Okay, now let's fill up my jar. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's get that lid on there. And there we have it. Here's our 3 chili powders. This next step is very important. Wash your hands. Wash your hands. If you touch anything, if you touch your eyes, if you touch your nose, if you touch your children, if you touch anything at all before washing your hands, you will probably regret it. Or you could have used gloves, which I actually am out of gloves right now. I need to order some. But I love making these chili powders because they do make my life a lot easier. Now, especially if you do Tex-Mex or a lot of Mexican cooking, which some of you may know that we have a mixed household here, so we have Mexican and American. So I do some Mexican cooking, and I find that this is a nice shortcut to the traditional way of using chilies. Now, traditional is great, wonderful. I've done it for years, but these days, sometimes I'm looking for something that's faster and easier. And, you know, rehydrating the chilies and, you know, having to go through the whole process of, if you know, you know, okay? To me, doing this ahead of time, having a bunch of chili powder on hand, and then when it's time for me to need chilies, I just sprinkle it in there. It makes my life easier. So if you want to do it the old way, great, but this is how I'm choosing to do it now.